What's going on, guys? Yeah, we here, we here. Do it, let's do it, let's do it. Just a little intro music,
I'm on the top of the game, the leaderboard is all just me. Who gives a fuck, boy, if you get no cheese? We pulling up like it's halftime. I'm rolling with baddies, the back of the club. When you pulling up, you get it flatline. The back of the bus where they rolling you up. Rolling you out like a backwood. Hot as a bitch in these Hollywood rappers. I really don't think that they that good.
Welcome to TyG Talks Music podcast, episode number 2. Welcome in. My name is TyG. Full name Tyler, obviously. This is episode 2. We did one last week. We're just getting this off the ground running and everything like that. I come in here, we talk music, current events, we talk lists, pretty much, everything under the sun and everything like that. And let's get into it. As you can see on our banner here on the bottom, we are going to be reviewing the top 25 Posse cuts of all time. Posse cuts, if you're a little confused with what it is a hip hop song, I believe, consisting of 3 or more rappers or 4 or more rappers in a song. And Complex comes out with a lot of different lists that obviously might be a little polarizing, some things that people do not agree with, obviously. And I just think it'd be fun to go through the whole list, kind of break down each Posse cut, see like where it needs to be, and pretty much if we agree with it or anything when it comes to that. So I think it'll be fun. Absolutely. I see we only have one viewer in here. Thank you for the one viewer, because without you, it's pretty much nothing. But hey, listen, this is the second episode. We're going to keep dropping the reels. We're going to keep dropping streams and everything like that. And we're going to kind of see where it goes. So I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. All right. Yeah. So we're pretty much going to go through the top 25 Posse cuts on this Complex list. I think I'm going to read through why it was placed where it is placed, and then we're just kind of going to go through it, cut it down, decipher it a little bit, and see, like, do we think it really deserves to be in that place and everything like that. So remember, Posse cuts, 3 or 4 more artists in a song, hip hop, pretty much a hip hop power collab and everything like that. So, all right, let's get into it. So obviously you're not going to see this, but I'm going to read it off to you, and yeah, let's see what happens here. All right, so at number 25, we have one that I think would be actually a lot higher. We have Drake featuring Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Eminem, which released in 2009, which is Forever, which was off the More Than a Game soundtrack that had to do with the come up of LeBron James. Now, listen, I think I was a freshman in high school when this song came out, and it was absolutely ginormous because Drake was an upcoming artist. Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem were also like just veterans and kind of at the top of their game at this time. So it was pretty monumental for Drake to get a song like this. So let's just break this down. Our producer on this was Boy Wonder, who's obviously has a crazy discography throughout his career. Let's see. They have the best verse down as Eminem. I would have to agree with that 100%. And let's read a little bit of what they say why it's 25th. On the cusp of a full-blown stardom, Drake was ushered into the big leagues by on Shady, on Forever. So pretty much he was stepping up, to go with the big dogs and everything like that. I think all the verses in this song are really, really good, honestly. I think the worst one is Kanye. That's just me. But this just feels like it's a little low to me, just because I feel like you had Drake when he was first coming up. And then you had all these other artists that were kind of, I guess you could say Eminem was making a comeback because it was the relapse era, but Kanye was at the top of his game. Wayne was at the top of his game. Eminem kind of was doing a comeback at the same time. So it kind of was a big deal as well. So that just feels like it's a little low to me. I mean, I think I think it's extremely low. I think you got to put it a lot higher than that. Just the absolutely crazy production too on Forever. Man, I don't know. I think this one's a little low. Obviously, we have to see when we go past and keep moving on the list. But I think Forever. I mean, that's got to be at least a top 20 to me for Posse cut. Like, I don't know. I feel like every verse on there is pretty iconic. You could say it word by word. The production is just otherworldly to me. But yeah, so we got at 25, we got Forever, Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and Eminem. I mean, I don't agree with number 25, to be completely honest with you. I think it should be higher. But let's keep moving. Oh, yeah, Cool Breeze, Outkast, Goody Mob, and Witch Doctor, Watch for the Hook. Producer is Organized Noise. This is off the East Point Greatest Hits. Okay, I am not as familiar with this song, to be completely honest with you. So, for me to tell you that it shouldn't be above Forever, it wouldn't be a proper diagnosis, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, I don't think I could play the songs on here on YouTube because of copyright. So we are going to try to avoid that because I don't want to get any copyright strikes when it comes to this. But you know what? You got some like pretty huge names in here: Outkast, Goody Mob, Witch Doctor. You know, so I don't really have much to say about it. I'm not too familiar with it. I guess it's different for me because obviously Forever is one of my favorite posse cuts of all time. So, but you know what? I'm gonna trust it when it comes to that, just based off the names. So, not gonna act like I know completely everything here. So, all right. See, now this is where I'm like, okay, this one I thought would be at least a top 10. Once again, maybe my generation. But we got at number 23, we have DJ Khaled featuring T.I., Rick Ross, Akon, Fat Joe, Birdman, and Lil Wayne. We Taken Over 2007. This is one of my favorite posse cuts of all time. I'd actually put this above Forever, and I think Forever is one of my favorites of all time as well. But this is iconic, man. You had the absolutely crazy Akon hook. Ti absolutely kills this shit. Ross has a pretty good verse. Fat Joe, love that verse as well. Even Birdman did his thing on this, and that's saying something because Birdman is not really a lyricist. And then Wayne, man, what a great verse he had on this song as well. Just absolutely hypnotic production. Iconic music video as well for We Taken Over. Any kid knows, any 90s kid who was born in the 90s, they know how iconic this song was when it came out in 2007. I still listen to this song to this day. I think it's a little low at 23, to be completely honest with you. But well, let's keep moving and see what else we have. So 23, we got We Taken Over. All right, let's keep moving. 22, we got DITC by Day One. Producer is Diamond D. Once again, not too completely. I'm not I don't know this song that well. Definitely maybe a little before my time. So hard for me to give a true comparison. If we read what it says here, already considered one of the latest 90s hardest rap crews, DITC made a history in 97. They dropped Day One. Some of New York's toughest lyrical heavyweights. Okay. Like I said, not really 100% sure about this song. I've not really listened to it, a little past my time. So some of these I'm definitely can't be as transparent and be as more informed as I would with other ones. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We got 22 DITC Day One. 21. Okay, see, this is how you know. Like I feel like they're definitely favoring 90s hip hop here, which is okay because that people say that's the golden age of hip hop, obviously. But like I don't know. They have this next one is also a really iconic one for me. Maybe just because a lot of these are when I was directly growing up. That's probably why. 21 is Ti featuring Jay Z, Kanye West, and Lil Wayne. Swagger Like Us. This was iconic, man. Just the MIA hook that you had here was absolutely crazy. The beat was so hypnotic and just very fun to listen to. And then all the verses were pretty elite, honestly, for the most part. I think Ti maybe had the weakest verse on this one. I thought Jay Z's was insane. Wayne always does his thing as well. That was great. And then Kanye had a good verse too, man. I mean, that's just like, man. I mean, you just think about it, and there must be so many crazy posse cuts in this list where Swagger Like Us hits 21, Forever hits 25. It's just insane to me. And then you had at 23, We Taken Over, which I actually would put We Taken Over above. I would put We Taken Over above Swagger Like Us. That's just me. But they're both great posse cuts, obviously. All right, let's keep going to the top 20. All right, let's see. Okay, okay. So listen, this is like a cult classic, like especially when it comes to down south. Sipping on some scissor or sipping on some syrup. I guess we say it the proper way, but sipping on some scissor. We had 3 6 Mafia, UGK, and Project Pat. Absolute Southern classic on this one, to be completely honest with you. I have no problem with this being here. It is one of the most iconic Southern posse cuts of all time. And it has legends on it. We have 3 6 Mafia, obviously UGK and Project Pat. There's no problem with this at all. I have no problem with this being here at number 20. Sipping on some scissor, number 20. Let's keep moving. Okay, see now this might be my favorite posse cut of all time, and it's at number 19. So I really hope that we see some quality after this. Obviously, sorry that was my Discord. But listen, guys, we have ASAP Rocky, Joey Badass, Action Bronson, who's severely underrated, Danny Brown, Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit, and Yellow Wolf. Minus the Yellow Wolf because this verse wasn't that good, but everything else was peak. They have Kendrick on here? They do. Okay. One Train. We have One Train at number 19. This needs to be at least in the top 10. One Train is one of the best posse cuts I've ever heard in my life. I think this is severely underrated on this list. Yeah, I totally think One Train is not. It's definitely a top 10. I think in my mind it's a top 5. It's one of my favorite of all time. One Train needs to be a lot higher than this. I think they kind of fumbled on this one, to be completely honest with you, because I know that they're going to put like a ASAP Mob or like a Playboy Cardi type posse cut in the top because it's complex. I just know how they do it. But how is One Train not a top 10? One Train needs to be in the top 10. That's just insane to me. It's insane to me. But let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. At least it's in the top 25. All right. Okay. 18. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm okay with this. I guess I'm okay with it being higher than One Train. I'm not really. I don't think it's better than One Train, but like I could see like just the classic feel that it has to it. It's Affirmative Action by Nas, Foxy Brown, and Cormega, and AZ, obviously, legend. Yeah, I'm okay with this being right here, to be completely honest with you. Affirmative Action is a crazy good posse cut, just absolutely peak Nazir Jones. And yeah, Foxy Brown in there. AZ, who was like the original Hook King, him and Nate Dogg, in my opinion. Song's a banger, man. Song's a banger. 18, Nas, Affirmative Action. I'm cool with it. Some could say it could be even higher than that, to be completely honest with you. So cool with me, man. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 17, we have Main Source featuring Nas, Joe Fatal, and Akinelli. Live at the Barbecue. Once again, little past my time, not past my time, a little before my time, 1991. I was born in 1994. I am not highly familiar with this song. So I think maybe the old head crews would get on me for this, to be completely honest with you. But if anybody has heard the song, Live at the Barbecue with Nas, Joe Fatal, and Akinelli, hard for me to really give a fair comparison on this one because I'm not too familiar with the song. But that's what we have at number 17. I saw we have one more person in here. Thank you. 2 is better than 1. We're doing the top 25 best rap posse cuts in history off Complex. Obviously, I can't show it on the screen because of copyright. I can't play the songs. But we're just reviewing the list, and I'm pretty much giving my opinion on each song, depending on if I know the song, how much if I know of the song. But I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you that, if I don't know a song, I don't know it. Like, not gonna lie to you either. All right. But yeah, number 17, Main Source, featuring Nas, Joe Fatal, and Akinelli, Live at the Barbecue. Number 17, anybody who just popped in, we've already hit songs like We Taking Over, Swagger Like Us, Forever with Drake and Co., Affirmative Action with Nas. So we've already hit like a lot of classics, which I'm glad they're at least in the top 25, but some of these songs I feel like could have been higher already. I think they're underrating a lot of these. Okay, number 16. See, this is where this is where I disagree. I'm a huge fan of this next song, but is it better than Swagger Like Us? Is it better than We Take It Over? Is it better than Forever? The answer is no. And this song is Monster by Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and Bon Iver. It's a very good song. I think Nicki Minaj has the best verse on this one. Absolutely. She just eats in this, man. Like absolutely crazy verse from Nicki Minaj. Jay Z has a decent verse, I guess you could say. Ross, I think, opens up the song very, very well. But I mean, come on, Monster over Forever. Come on, Monster over Forever, over Swagger Like Us, over We Take It Over, over Affirmative Action. Complex kind of dropped the ball on this one. I think Monster. I don't even know if Monster's top 25. I guess you could say it is, but I think it'd be right at the very end, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I think this is too high. Um, yeah, 16 Monsters too high, man. That's all I gotta say. Good song, doesn't deserve to be that high, in my opinion. But hey, that's okay, man. That's their list. It's their list, not mine. All right, let's go to number 15. We have Master P featuring Fiend, Silk the Shocker, Mia X, and Mystical. Make him say Not too familiar with this one. Like I said, there are going to be some songs probably that did not hit my radar as I was growing up, listening to hip hop music, and that's okay. Obviously, I wish I could play the songs on here just so I get a little better read on it, but like I said, copyright purposes, we can't really do that. So let's see what they say. There isn't a cut on this list that captures a world in a pure, unethered energy that make them say, combining no limits." Okay. I think a lot of these are really based off to like geographically. I feel like a lot of these posse cuts, a lot of them are like really mainstream rappers all come together. But then there's ones that are just like geographically in regions where we have like Southern hip hop or like New York hip hop or West Coast. And it seems like that's kind of how it's trending. And you kind of have to put it into perspective how when similar regions meet up and then they make these bangers, how big of a deal it is to that part of the United States. So I'm not gonna really hate on it. I just don't really know the song that well, to be completely honest with you. But we'll keep it moving. Number 15, Make Him Say Master P, Fiend, Silk the Shocker, Mia X, and Mystical. Number 15. And number 14, we have Snoop Doggy Dogg featuring Nate Dogg, Corrupt, and Warren G. Ain't No Phone if the homies can't have none. Okay. This is a good pick here. I have no problem with this being above all the other ones because this, I think, came out during, what was it? It was 93, right? Yeah, this came out during the height of Death Row when it was getting really big. I think Dre obviously dropped The Chronic in 1992, and then obviously Snoop Dogg dropped his album in 1993, which was also huge for the West Coast. And you just have absolute West Coast legends on this one. We have Corrupt, obviously from the Dog Pound. We have Snoop Dogg, and we have, man, Warren G, absolute West Coast legend as well. And yeah, this one honestly seems fine to me. I have no problem with this. This is a absolute West Coast posse cut banger, one of the best of all time. I hope "Hit 'Em Up" would be considered a posse cut because I think that is better than this, but we will see. We will see. We have a West Coast banger at number 14 with Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Nate Dogg, and Warren G. That's a banger, bro. That's a banger. All right, let's go to number 13. Wow, this is high. Wow, this is high. See, I don't agree with this because I've heard this song before. We have Obi Trice, Eminem, 50 Cent, and Lloyd Banks. So we have a little bit of a D12, Shady, and then G Unit combo here off Obi Trice's album. It is a very, very good posse cut. Like, don't get me wrong. I think everybody does their thing heavy on this one, especially M and 50 on this. And then Obi does his thing as well. I think Lloyd Banks is obviously I think he's the weak link here. But yeah, We All Die One Day off the Obi Trice album. I mean, it's a very good posse cut. Don't get me wrong. But there's been way better posse cuts on this list. I can name affirmative action. Obviously, We Taking Over, Swagger Like Us. Like, guys, come on. Like, it's a very good posse cut. Even Monster is better than this, in my opinion. It's closer, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is extremely high. Number 13 of all time. That's a bit excessive to me, but it's a good song. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, let's keep it moving. You're not going to agree with everything here. Complex, I rarely agree with everything that they do. All right. Okay, so no, this is one that I feel like could have made the top 10, and I would have been okay with it. But I'm also not too mad about it. At it being number 12, And this is Mercy. This is Mercy with Kanye West, Big Sean, Pusha T, and 2 Chainz. It's pretty much good music with 2 Chainz attached to it. You could not get away from this song in 2012. I feel like I think I was a senior in high school at the time. You have a absolutely crazy production here from Ye, a pretty catchy chorus with obviously Lamborghini Mercy. Yeah, it's a banger, man. It's a banger. I'm really okay with it at this spot. I think 2 Chainz has the best verse on here. I think Big Sean has a decent verse on here. Kanye's is fun, and then Pusha always does his thing. Yeah, Mercy was like a crazy banger back in the day. I don't know if that was better or I don't like remix. A lot would say I don't like remix was better. I might have to agree with them, but Mercy was an absolute banger as well. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing that track. So I'm okay with it at number 12, to be completely honest with you. It could be a little higher, but I think 12 is a fair spot for it, to be completely honest with you. All right. Let's go to number 11. Okay, so we have the DOC featuring NWA. If anybody doesn't know who the DOC is, it was literally could have been the greatest rapper of all time if it wasn't for he actually had throat medical problems, believe it or not, where it actually affected his voice and where he actually couldn't rap to the same ability that he used to. But the DOC was always supposed to be like the best West Coast rapper out of all of them. But yeah, I have no problem with this being here as well. I don't know if it's better than the Snoop and Nate Dogg and Corrupt collab, but it's right up there. I mean, you have all members of NWA on this one. You have DOC on here doing their thing, doing his thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with this. I think some other ones may be a little bit better, but I definitely think it definitely has to be in the top 20. Might be a little high for me, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. All right, let's see what's in the top 10, guys. I really wonder what is going to be in the top 10 here because I feel like we've hit a lot of like really iconic posse cuts as it is. Maybe Hit 'em Up's going to be in here, Flavor in Your Ear remix. I would think Scenario might be the number one with Tribe Called Quest and Busta. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what's in the top 10. Maybe we'll get some surprises. Okay. LL Cool J. This is number 10. LL Cool J featuring Fat Joe, Foxy Brown, Keith Murray, and Prodigy. I Shot Your remix. Yeah, this is a classic too. Like I said, I think they're definitely going towards 90s classic style hip hop on this, which I have no problem with, like I said, because that's when you're going to get the best bar work, the best probably lyrical performances. Maybe not production wise, as you could say, because like I think a lot of these songs that have already been before obviously this one probably have better production. But on a when it comes to a lyrical sense, I mean, yeah, this totally I have no problem with this being in the top 10. Absolutely not. I have legends on here like LL Cool J, and then I wouldn't say Fat Joe's a legend, but like I mean, Fat Joe was Fat Joe. Obviously Foxy Brown, and then Prodigy is an absolute hip hop legend as well. Yeah, I'm okay with this being number 10. Absolutely, I think it's dope. All right, let's keep going. Number 9, we have Mace featuring Black Rob, ooh, LOX and DMX, 24 hours to live. Yeah, this is hip hop heavyweights right here. This is absolutely hip hop heavyweights we have right here. Uh Maze, I think this is before he really hit his peak, but like this is kind of maybe his big coming out party here. Obviously Black Rob, uh absolutely iconic. LOX, which not a lot of people know who LOX is because they're not from New York, but Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheek Luch, New York hip hop legends. I think Jadakiss, Styles P, some of the best rappers I've ever heard in my life. So that's just a trifecta that they almost never miss. And then you got DMX, who is probably had one of the highest peaks ever in hip hop. So I got no problem with this at number 9. You could push it down a little bit. I think you could, but yeah, it's an iconic song. So I'm okay. I'm okay with number 9. All right, let's keep going. Number 8, we have Health to the Skelta featuring OGC, LaFleur, LaFla. Okay, see, this is where it loses me. I am not too familiar with the song, to be completely honest with you, and that's okay. and that's okay. Um, I can't give you a perfect explanation of why it is this high. It came out in '96. Yeah, see how it was. It's Priority Records. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, kind of hard for me to give you a complete breakdown of this one. But listen, it has to have some type of iconic value to put it this high. It's not like it's 16th. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's 13th. It is number 8. So we're getting to the nitty gritty here. So we're just going to keep it moving. Number 7, we have Noriega featuring Nature, Big Pun, Cameron, Styles P, and Jadakiss, banned from TV. Okay, now Pun, I think, has probably the second best verse on this song, to be completely honest with you. Noriega does his thing on here. Man, I gotta say, I think the best verse on here is Jadakiss. Absolutely, absolutely murders this song. Styles P does his thing as well. But man, so many legends in here. Obviously, oh man, Pun, Noriega, Cameron, and this is young Cameron too, before he really hit his peak. Um, yeah, I definitely think it deserves to be in the top 15. It might be a little high to me at number 7, but I'm also okay with it too. It's definitely it's one that definitely needed to be on this list in some capacity. But I think they are overrating a couple of these ones in the top 10, to be completely honest with you. But hey, they make the big bucks, right? See what number 6 is, guys. See what number 6 is. Oh, we have BG featuring Big Timers and Hot Boys. Okay, so we got a little Wayne action in here. Little Big Timers, little Burrman. Okay. And that is Bling Bling in 1999. See, this is the reason why this is so iconic is because it was kind of I feel like Birdman was hitting his apex at this point, putting on all these young hip hop acts, including Lil Wayne. Obviously, a little bit of a coming out party for Lil Wayne as a young man, and it kind of like ushered in like this. I guess a more southern feel of hip hop, New Orleans, Louisiana type feel, and I think that's why it is this high. Like I said, a lot of it is not just on commercial appeal, artist name. It's on cultural impact, and it is on regional supremacy more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these posse cuts are really based on like, okay, here's the Atlanta rappers, here's the Louisiana rappers, here's the New York rappers, here's West Coast. Like that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So I totally get how they're kind of shaping this list. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of going more regional more than just straight iconic. I think that's really what they're kind of going more for here, which I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. But I think that's what they're kind of striving for, in my opinion. You know, and also, and honestly, if we are, I'm using a StreamYard too. So sorry if I have not answered any of these. We only have one commenter, but I appreciate you, bro, for commenting anything. But thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I just noticed where the chats are now because I'm using a new system right now. I'm using StreamYard opposed to YouTube. But I see you. I see you. Thank you for the 2 people in here. Guess what? Gotta start somewhere. All right, let's keep going on the list, guys. Number 5. Number 5. Okay, see, this is where I thought we were gonna get this. Is This is one of the best posse cuts of all time, and it's coming from one of the biggest, I guess, songs in 90s New York hip hop. We have Flavor in Your Ear, originally from Craig Mack, and on this one we have Flavor in Your Ear remix, where this was like the pretty much the big coming out party for the Notorious B.I.G., where he absolutely kills his verse in here. Does he have the best verse on here? No, Busta Rhymes probably does, but yeah, Craig Mack, Notorious B.I.G., Rampage, LL Cool J, and Busta Rhymes, Flavor in Your Ear remix, Bad Boy, Bad Boy, Bad Boy. What a song. What a song. Obviously, if we could just cut out Diddy's parts, that would be nice, especially at this time. But yeah, this is totally a top 5 posse cut of all time, in my opinion. Just an iconic song, especially for New York hip hop. So I have a unheralded pride for this song. So yeah, number 5, Craig Mack, Flavor in Your remix, along with Biggie, LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, and Rampage. Man, what a song! What a song! I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. I think it'd be a little higher, honestly. Let's keep going. Next one we have De La Soul, Q-Tip, Fife Dog, Jungle Brothers, Moni Love, and Queen Latifah, Buddy, Native Tongue Decision. Yeah, see, now we're going real old school in here, but we got some legendary names with De La Soul, Q-Tip, Fife Dog, Queen Latifah too. Man, like what a lineup here. Not as familiar with this song. I believe I have heard it before, but this just seems like an absolutely iconic, especially too because you have the combination of female and male rappers as well, especially groups. Like I just feel like the gentrification and the cultural impact on this song definitely is what's pushing towards this high ranking right now, if that makes any sense. Unfamiliar? Yeah, I'm not as familiar either with it, but I could see why some of these songs are where they are. It's more based off cultural impact, gentrification, regional supremacy, things of that nature. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it. I like to read a little bit of the blurbs why they put it here. Let me see. Remix set to the bouncy heartbreak, Paul. It's saying that it has a lot of versatility, and I could see with the different artists that we have in here, like De La Soul and Queen Latifah. So, listen, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna take not the L on that one, but definitely not as familiar with that one. But I could see probably why it is as high as it is. So, but listen, I love Flavor in Your remix. I think that's the top three. But hey, listen, that's all right. Let's keep moving. Number 3. Okay, see, now this one is really good too. We have another Bad Boy pretty much collab here. We have at number 3, we have Puff Daddy, or P. Diddy, formerly known as Puff Daddy, featuring Jadakiss, Sheik Luch, Lil Kim, Notorious B.I.G. It's all about the Benjamins. This is an iconic posse cut. It is a great song. I actually prefer the Flavor in Your Ear remix more. That's just me. But either one is great. I'm really surprised Hit 'Em Up has still not showed up yet. I don't know how Hit 'Em Up is not on this list. I think Hit 'Em Up is better than Flavor in Your Ear remix, and All About the Benjamins. That's just my opinion. And I don't think it's gonna be in the top 2 because I think Scenario is definitely gonna be 1 or 2. Like, Scenario has to be. Yeah, Benjamin's is better. Wait, you think Benjamin's is do you think Benjamin's is better, or do you think Flavor in Your Remix is better? Unless your messages are coming in late. Your messages could be coming in late, honestly. What time is it? 7:35. Oh, maybe they're not. I don't know. I like Flavor in Your remix better. That's just me. But all right, let's see what else we got here. We got 2 and 1 left. That's it. All right. 2 is Scenario. Okay, so we got Tribe Called Quest featuring leaders of the new school Scenario. This is totally deserved. I'm actually completely surprised this is not number 1, to be completely honest with you. Busta Rhymes, absolutely crazy performance on this. Great production. Yeah, I mean, this is iconic, man. This is like one of the best posse cuts of all time, man. One of the best rap performances from every single artist involved in this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem with this being number 2. I'm just shocked because I thought it'd be number 1. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart right now. What do you think could be number 1? I don't know. What could be number 1? What is the best posse cut of all time that I'm forgetting right now? What can I be forgetting is the question here. Best posse cut of all time. This is also very aimed towards earlier hip hop, as you can tell, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also some really iconic posse cuts that came in newer hip hop too that I feel like should have had a little more. You know, it could have gave it a little more love. To be completely honest with you. But let's see what number 1 is. Let's see what number 1 is. Oh, the symphony. Okay. All right. I still think Scenario should be number 1. But yeah, this is one of the first. Listen, this is also on the first. Is the best. That's really what's going on here. Because we have Marley Marl, Master Ace, Craig G, Cool G Rap, and Big Daddy Kane, the symphony. It's one of the first posse cuts of all time. There's absolutely legendary performances on here. I totally get it. Do I think it's better than a lot of the ones mm, that we saw before this? No, I don't. But I think this is more just because it's the first of its time, and that I just think that's just the way that they're shaping this list is more of cultural impact, who did it first, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't totally agree to the way they're going about this list, but I mean, this is an iconic posse cut. There's literally no problem with it being here, I guess. Do I think it's the best ever? No, I don't. Do I think other songs that were in the 20s deserve to be in the 15 area or maybe even in the top 10? I do. I totally agree that there should be higher than that. So, but yeah, that the number one rap posse cut of all time is Marley Marl, Master Ace, Craig G, Cool G Rap, and Big Daddy Kane with the Symphony in 1988. Um, Now, what I think would be cool to do right now before I get out of here is I'd like to break down probably my favorite posse cuts that I could think of. And I'm going to go through them. I'll see if I can name five. Maybe I can name 10, but we'll see. Let's see if I can do this. And then feel free to drop your favorite posse cuts of all time in the chat as well. I think We Take It Over is one of the best posse cuts of all time. I think the Akon hook is that pretty much added singing element. Where's ASAP Mob? Yeah, I think ASAP Mob was that Rafe? Rafe, you could have added Rafe in there for sure. I don't know if Praise the Lord would count as a posse cut, but yeah. I think We Take It Over definitely needs to be on that list. Dude, Forever is one of the best. Like, yeah, Rafe, you're right. Yeah, I think Forever has to be in that list as well. Rafe could be in that list. Dude, One Train was insanely low. Like, you need to put some respect on One Train's name. Like, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? I'm trying to think because I did a whole thing on posse cuts. It's hard to remember every single one of them. I think I might have made a playlist of it. Let's see if we can go through this. Oh, dude, Pinata, bro. Dude? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot, bro. Dude, how is Pinata, Freddie Gibbs, and Co. not on this list, bro? How is Pinata not on this list? Where is Pinata? Come on, that's insane to me, bro. That's insane to me. Why is Pinata not on this list? What else we got here? Scenario, we saw that. Flavor Your remix. God. So Appalled by Kanye and Pusha Jay-Z. Come on, where is that either? You oh my god, you could even put in a lot of the Wu-Tang songs too as well. I mean, I know they're one group, but I guess it would still count. Yeah, holy shit, right is right. Where is Pinata, bro? Like, why is Pinata not on this list? That's insane. God. How about Don't Like too? Like what I was talking about earlier. What about Don't Like? Come on, bro. With Pusha, Kanye, Chief Keef, like where's that one? Like I mean the old school rap bias is a little too much for me on this one. Where's Hit 'Em Up, bro? I guess it doesn't count because the Outlaws. I guess it's not a full posse cut, but where's Hit 'Em Up, bro? Is Hit 'Em Up not count? Does Hit 'Em Up not count as a posse cut? It totally should. And then there's more guys. There's more that we're missing here because like I feel like we missed a lot. Oh, what about You Don't Even Know It, bro? What about You Don't Even Know It? With Rocco, Future, all the remixes that they did for that. Where's that song? They're missing a lot here, man. They're missing a lot here. Come on. Yeah, I think they missed a lot on here, to be completely honest with you. But I also do like a lot that was in the list. But yeah, I don't think it's a terrible list. I think it could have been a lot better. But yeah, the fact that they don't have Pinata on here is it's a little insane to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pinata's a little insane to me. But all right, guys. Well, this was fun. Thank you for the two people that tuned in. But hey, listen, we got to start somewhere, and I try to do this once a week when I get a chance to. I'll have a new topic pretty much every week. Please share the channel. Please share the stream, whatever, whether I'm on TikTok, anything like that. Definitely trying to get this off the ground and running. It might take a while, but Yeah, man, we gotta try. We gotta do what you gotta do. LV football. Appreciate you, bro. All right. This has been TyG Talks Music. I'm gonna send you off with a little bit of my boy Star Killer Timmy F.
Talking my shit now, I'm back in my back, in my back, in my back, in my bag again. I'ma make sure that you pussies don't never drop nothing they don't want to.
See you next week. See you next week.
Dang, just a little young boy ego. Top 5, that shit fatal. Cash drop, no data, no.